Hello and welcome to a special edition of The Sun's Go Ballistic, and we'll be talking about Rangers takeover. Exciting news for the fans this afternoon. Joining me here today is Robert Grieve, the Chief Football Writer. And Robert, you can tell us a wee bit more about what's happened today.
Breaking news for Rangers fans this afternoon. It's been confirmed that the takeover talks have been completed. Andrew Kavanagh and the San Francisco 49ers Enterprises have got that deal over the line. There have been talks for the last few months, tense negotiations behind the scenes, and they have finally got over the line this morning. It's all signed, sealed and delivered. I believe the contract was actually ratified late last night, around between 11 o'clock and midnight, after the SFA approved the situation from their point of view. And as I understand it, that was the last document Rangers were waiting for. It's all signed and sealed, as I say. Big news for Rangers fans, the promise of £20 million investment coming immediately in the summer for transfer signings, and that's what I think Rangers fans will be hoping for when their new manager is appointed.
Yeah, and that's £20 million. Obviously sounds quite a lot, but just in terms of how much is that going to be that they're going to need to catch Celtic, for instance?
Yeah, listen, I actually think it's maybe quite a modest amount initially in the grand scheme of things, but I think the consortium, Andrew Kavanagh and Parag Marat, who are coming into the club with their backers, have a plan in place. They have plans for not a scatter cash approach by any stretch, but I think it's a modest initial investment they are looking to make in the squad. But the new manager, who will be appointed, I believe, next week, will be given those funds to bring in some signings. As you say, the job that the new manager and the new board are going to have is to catch Celtic domestically and make some kind of impact in the European scene as well. But yeah, £20 million initially, that's what will be the spending amount they have at their disposal this summer, and it remains to be seen how the new manager will be able to spend that money.
Well, just on the new manager, we've seen that Steven Gerrard looks like he's going to withdraw from the race, if not so already. Yeah. And the front runners remaining, what can you tell us about him?
Steven Gerrard's out the running. He decided this week that it wasn't for him. I think he does have eyes on the job at some point in the future about potentially coming back, but as things stand, he is now officially out of the running. Davide Ancelotti is still very much talking to the club, along with Russell Martin, a name that we brought a number of months ago, immediately after, in fact, Philippe Clement was sacked. So the breaking news today that this takeover has gone through is a huge step forward for Rangers. Obviously, they've had both situations going on in the background, with the search for a new manager and obviously the takeover ongoing, and the talks ongoing with that. So now that that's been finalised in the last few hours, in the last day or so, I think the search now for the new manager will now step up, and it's my understanding that the club will be looking to make an appointment at the start of next week.
So exciting times indeed.
Hugely exciting times for Rangers. As I say, this is the news they've been waiting for. A lot of moving parts have had to kind of happen in the last number of months to make it happen. Speaking to a lot of Rangers fans and guys getting in touch with the paper, they've been obviously asking questions about when this was going to get finalised. The talks have been ongoing for a number of months, we know that. Detailed discussions finalised in the last few weeks. Andrew Kavanagh has been at Ibrox many times to see the team, to see the facilities at Ibrox and the training ground. So it's always been a case that the talks were always going to happen, I think, since the discussions became public. That's now over the line, as you say. Hugely exciting times for Rangers fans.
And just finally, there's also been a bit of a shake-up in the boardroom as well.
Yeah, a number of changes. Obviously, Dave King, John Bennett, they leave the club in terms of their shareholding. They no longer have the shares that they were crucial in the deal getting over the line for Andrew Kavanagh and his consortium to get the 51% shareholding. There will be a further share issue discussed and proposed at the AGM, I believe, on June 23. When everything is officially ratified, the club, I think, will look to move from being an unlisted PLC to a private company. And as you say, there are a number of changes in the background in terms of the board. Andrew Kavanagh spoke in his open letter to Rangers fans about how excited he is in terms of what's coming next. As I say, he spoke about the investment that they're looking to make in Rangers initially, and they're very much looking to take things forward. So yeah, it should be exciting times for Rangers fans. They have been waiting for this for a long time now, and they should be optimistic, I think, about what's coming ahead.
Great stuff, Robert. Thanks ever for your time, and I'm sure we'll hear more about this in the days and weeks ahead. And of course, you can keep up to date on the Scottish Sun website.